Hey Knowledge family, how everybody doing today? Today I want to talk about what went on down there at that Astro World Festival that Travis Scott was performing at. That was, I guess, his concert that he was throwing or doing. They said he'd do it once a year or something like that. But y'all, tell me, what in the world was going on down there? It was in Texas, and it was just chaotic. It was chaotic, y'all. And we have to watch ourselves when we go into these concerts or sending our children to these concerts and things like that, because this was really, it was a tragic situation. It really was. And so let's talk about that, because y'all see that what the title said. I'm going to show y'all. A lot of y'all probably don't know who Travis Scott is. You know, he is a performer, do music in the music industry and things like that, okay? But this concert here, and I'm going to let y'all see the clips of different things that went on at this concert, and we'll talk about it. But let's start off with saying this is what happened at this concert. And they said it was about 50,000 people. Some people say 80,000 people. But it was basically teenagers and young adults, okay? Because that's who into Travis Scott's music, okay? And it's some probably adults too into his music. But the majority, it seems like, that was there was teenagers and young adults, okay? And I'm going to let y'all see these clips, family. It's unbelievable, okay? But let me tell y'all the way everything so-called went down, okay? Now, at least 8 people are dead, and 17 people were transported to a local hospital, 11 of which was in cardiac arrest. More than 300 people were treated at an on-site field hospital, okay? And TMZ reports a key person involved with the festival allegedly that someone in the crowd went crazy and began injecting people with some sort of drug, okay, which caused panic and then a big crowd surge, okay? Now, authorities are investigating whether ones who went into cardiac arrest were among the ones who were injected, okay? So the authorities are investigating whether the people who went up under cardiac arrest was among the ones who was injected, you know, doing this whole thing, okay? So in other words, family, they had somebody in the crowd also that was going around injecting people with some type of drugs, okay? Allegedly some type of drugs. Don't know what type of drug it was. But they did say, family, I'm going to let y'all hear, it's a lieutenant or, you know, whatever, a police. I know he's like a captain, lieutenant or something like that. I'm going to let y'all hear him say that it's been told that people were being injected by some type of drug inside that crowd, okay? Which will cause people to start running and panicking, and, you know, people started falling out, fainting, and everything else. Okay, now granted, yes, people fall out and faint at concerts, crowded concerts. We get all that. But this is totally different right here, okay? And we're going to talk about this. But let's go back to that. But anyway, they said that people were the ones who were being injected. It caused panic, and the ones who were being injected fall out and fainting and going into cardiac arrest, okay? Now, they did say a security guard was injected by some type of whatever, and he instantly fell out and went unconscious or whatever, and they took him. Now, this is what the lieutenant or the captain or whatever did say, Um, he said that once they took the man to the hospital, the security guard, it was evidence of him being pricked. Okay? So, hey, family, we have to watch what's going on. That's just straight chaos right there. Just straight. Now, who would do something like that? I do not know, family. That's just a savage. That's an evil person right there. But anyway, the Houston Police Department did say, if anyone have any relevant information on this, please reach out to the Houston Police Department, okay? So our prayers go out to the families who lost loved ones in this event, and prayers to the injured during this event as well. But family, there were so many people that was on their social media who went to this concert, and the stories they was telling was just straight horrific. I'm going to let y'all listen to some of it, and some of it I'm going to tell y'all before I do it. You know, if you get triggered easily or whatever, please don't watch it. But when I get ready to play that one, I will let everybody know about that. But anyway, family, they said that it was a horrific feeling. They said it was a terrifying feeling. They said it was just chaos everywhere. And can you just imagine, family, going to a concert and you're packed in there, and then someone comes along and start injecting some type of something on everybody. You all of a sudden get pricked, and then you start feeling dizzy and fall out and faint and need help. And I'm gonna tell y'all, it was, when you see it at the beginning, I'm gonna show y'all how these teenagers and young adults was acting even before the concert even started. Okay? They was jumping over barricades, moving. They was running over the security guard. They was doing, it was a slap mess out there, family. A slap mess. But anyway, can you imagine being in a crowd and someone just start injecting people with some type of drug or something, and people start fainting and falling out? They was going dizzy, because they did say that that officer he fell out. He became very dizzy and fainted, you know, and they had to rush him to the hospital. And the way the crowd was, it was hard for people to get medical attention because the crowd was just so tight. I don't know why. I don't know who was running that thing or how it was going. And Travis Scott's on stage, and you had people that was chanting, "Stop the show, stop the show," because it was people falling out, getting CPR, needing CPR. You couldn't get the ambulance through. The ambulance stuck and couldn't get through. It was just terrible, family. They was packed in there like a big old can of sardines. They was just all packed up in there, couldn't move, couldn't turn around. Some people said they couldn't breathe. It was slap ass terrible, y'all. So now, they said it was 8 people dead, and I told y'all, and among that dead, they say it's a 10-year-old that's in critical condition. Yes, you heard me right. 10 years old in critical condition. And I know y'all are saying, well, what was 10-year-old doing there? Y'all have to understand this type of music that Travis Scott makes. I guess it's for young kids, and they like it and they love it, and teenagers and young adults. And like I said, there might be some old ones there, but the majority of these people was like in their early teens, 12, 13, on up to the early 20s and stuff, okay? So now they say that this 10-year-old is in critical condition. A lot of people saying that the 10-year-old person child passed away. I haven't confirmed that yet. The last I heard, that the 10-year-old child was in critical condition, okay? Then you had a 14-year-old that died during this concert, and then you had a 16-year-old who died during this concert, okay? Now, there's a lot of finger pointing that could be had. You know, they people pointing fingers at what Travis Scott should have stopped on stage and this and that. And then they talk about how there wasn't enough security and how it was just jam packed and didn't nobody have their priorities in order at all. And that's something that we have to have. If you throwing a concert, you need to have all your priorities in order. You need to have enough security, enough medical staff, all that stuff. You know, I don't know what was going on. We're going to talk about that after we see these clips here, because I don't want to jump over it and y'all haven't seen it yet. But anyway, there was just so many, people were just saying that the whole thing was just chaos. And I'm finna let y'all see that right now. So I'm going to start off with letting y'all see just how much that it was terrible from the beginning. It was terrible from the beginning. These kids was bum rushing the ticket stand and wasn't paying for the ticket stand and all kind of. And for those who don't know, this is Travis Scott. Okay, I turned my light off so y'all could see it a little better. But for those who don't know, this is Travis Scott. Okay, that's Travis Scott, musical entertainer. You know, that's him. And then I'll show y'all some more pictures of Travis Scott, okay, after we get into how these kids was acting, okay. Now, check this out, family. This right here just had me just, look. This is them before the concert. This is how they was acting. And look at the cameraman. He just still recording and through all this chaos. This is how they was acting before the concert. Now this is, yeah. I don't know what we need to do as parents. These are young adults. What is it that made our young adults act this way? I do not know. And unbelievable. Here is another one, okay, that I don't have any sound to it, but this is how they was acting. Look how they running. They done they knocked over all the ticket barricades, they just bum rushed, just bum rushed everything, family. Just bum rushed, okay? So now, this is what I just can't understand it. Did y'all see that? I'm going to let y'all see a little bit more of that I'm talking about, family. Look at this. Look at this. What in the world? This is our future, family. These kids are our future. They're acting like somebody in there giving out government cheese. Look at this. Unbelievable. These are our children. This is our future. These are the ones who's supposed to run this country in the future. Okay, so, family, family. Now, first of all, I'm kind of lost for words. I'm really lost for words. Did y'all see how these young adults how they was acting? Now, this is before the concert even started. As you see that's daytime. So, in the evening time is when chaos broke out. Chaos. And I understand that there's a lot of people that say, oh, well, that happens at all concerts when it's jam-packed. That right there is out of control. The concert should have been stopped right there. It should have been stopped right there. But it's too much money involved, so they didn't want to stop it. But that was a clear warning. That was a big warning sign at the beginning, in the daytime, before Travis Scott even got on stage. That was a big warning, because in the daytime, they said it was something like, I think Master P was performing during the daytime. Then at nighttime came Travis Scott. Okay? And so, during the daytime, that's what was going on. These kids were acting, they just stanking up the joint. Just stinking up the joint. They was acting like somebody was giving out free government cheese. And if you look at their actions, parents and adults who have kids, this type of teenagers and young adults, whoever have kids that's in this age bracket, we need to really sit down and talk to our kids and see. Because if you was to look at a distance, you would say, what is in these kids' body? What are these? Because it don't look normal. It looked like some type, they just going in a concert, but this is how they bum rushing it. And everybody say, oh, well, that happens all the time. It shouldn't. Something is wrong when our kids have to act like this. Something is wrong. And when I looked at it, I was saying, are some of these kids on something, or what's going through their head, or what? It doesn't give good vibes right there. That shows that they was trampling over each other in the daytime just to get in there. They was knocking each other down. You seen the police or a horse saying, get out of here, get out. I mean, it was, and they wasn't paying them police on them horses a bit of damn attention. I could tell you right there. They was acting like straight jungle bunnies. Straight jungle bunnies. They was acting just crazy. I mean, I don't understand. Everything that I seen there, I'm not trying to talk about these kids or nothing, but the behavior gave me crackhead tease. When you look at it, and these kids probably ain't even on that. You know, I don't know if they had anything in their system or not. I'm saying, parents, look at how some of our kids are acting when they are out there in them. You let them go to concerts and you let them go to different things. This could happen anywhere. You can go anywhere and this right here can happen. It's just the way the places control security. And security controls the crowd. But this right here, they was running slap over these people. They didn't give a damn what went on, how it went on, nothing. Now, let me tell y'all, I showed y'all that, and I have something else I want y'all to hear from the police department and from another young man who was at this event. And you're going to hear him. I'm not going to show his face. A lot of people are showing his face. I'm not going to show his face, but I'm going to let y'all listen to him. Okay? But I am going to show y'all another clip that kind of troubles me. That troubles me a whole lot. Okay? Now, but let me tell y'all, with a lot of these young adults, teenagers, and everything who made it out of there, what they were saying. This is what they said it felt like. They said that the first 30 seconds of the first song, people begin to drown within other people. They said that the rush of the crowd became tighter and tighter and tighter until they couldn't even breathe. Okay, now this is different people that's putting on their social media how the feeling was at this place. They said it felt like a demonic feeling. Okay? It felt like it was evil all around that place. Okay? Then they say that the breathing became something that few people can do. Listen to this. I'm just telling y'all different things that different people said. Okay? People were crushed and unable to breathe. People tried to get out of that massive surge crowd, but they couldn't. They had nowhere to go. Then you had someone say people began to choke on other people, just trying to gasp for air. So they was choking on each other because they was trying to gasp for air. Okay? They said people were screaming for help, screaming for some type of medical attention. They were screaming and they were starting to collapse, just collapsing all around everybody. Then they said that all that screaming that they was doing, all that yelling that they was doing, it was like nobody would listen to them or nobody heard their screams. Okay? People began, it was one person said that it felt like the ground was sucking them down to the ground. Like it had opened up a big old hole and everybody just started falling in it and sucking in it. That's how they felt. Okay? And they said that it was just like the ground just opened up to a big old hole. Okay? They said people was trampled to death. There was this is what some people were saying now. They said it was layers and layers of bodies on the ground. They said that they tried to tell the cameraman that was up there, but the cameraman wouldn't listen to him. And I can understand a lot of people saying, I have the clip of them trying to alert the cameraman and tell him something is wrong, but he was like, y'all get out the way. Y'all get out the way, because you have to understand his job is to record Travis Scott, okay? So he don't want to lose his job if he stopped recording them. You know, so you just had all this stuff going on. But I'm asking, where was the security with earpieces, microphones, walkie-talkies, all this thing? See, you have to have all this stuff with a massive crowd like that. You have to have all that stuff. And you know, I don't want nobody trying to tell me, oh, well, you know, in this environment is different. Because I done helped organize concerts before. So I know you have to have everything on point. The bigger the crowd, the bigger the security. You go by the number of the crowd is the number of the security. And it's a set amount that you should have for a security according to the crowd. Okay? And for example, for those who don't know, like when y'all go to a club or you go somewhere, you know, to the strip club or somewhere like that, you normally will see probably about 5 securities in a small building like that, okay? The larger the building, if that building is twice that size, you should see about 9 or 10. If the building is 3 times that size, you should see about 20. You see what I'm saying? So the bigger the crowd, the more security automatically is supposed to be. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's a whole lot of finger pointing and it's Travis' fault and this and that. Now, everybody have a little bit of blame to go around, you know, because this right here was just straight chaos. Y'all seen how these kids was acting. It don't make no sense. And let me show y'all the clip, because there is a clip that I do want to talk about, because once I saw this clip, it gave out real, I felt like an evil spirit, and people had already said it. The whole thing, the people who was there felt like it was a big demonic spirit going on, or some type of something going on. And you know, I don't want to get into all that sacrifice and demonic stuff and all that. But what I can say is that it looked evil. It looked evil. And I'm going to show y'all this clip right now about how it's unbelievable, family. Unbelievable. You know, and so this was Travis Scott. Now let me first show y'all some more pictures of Travis Scott. Okay, now turn off the light right quick. But family, this is just okay. I showed y'all that picture of Travis Scott, and this is another picture of Travis Scott. Okay, and this is another picture of Travis Scott. Okay, and this is another picture of Travis Scott. Okay. So people were saying that the whole concert just did not feel right. Okay, and I'm gonna let y'all listen to a guy who was there. Okay, now this is when Travis is very disturbing. So now, people, I'm gonna give y'all about 5 seconds to exit the room if you are the type to get easily triggered. Okay, viewer discretion is advised. So people who leave out the room, you can come back probably in about 10 seconds, I guess. Okay, so now the ones who can get easily triggered should be out the room at this point. But okay, now check this out. Yeah. Okay. Now. Now that's somebody who has fell out. Okay, now I have a very big problem with that right there, family. And I will show that again right quick before the other people get in the room. But Travis Scott sounds like he was chanting some mess. And it could be part of his song. I don't know. Don't give a damn. But what I can say is he looked right at this man who was being escorted out of there. And check it out one more time. Check it out one more time, family. Because this really disturbs me. Okay, so Travis Scott looked dead. You know, I know a lot of people say, well, you know, the artists don't know what's going on way in the back and things like that. But he looked dead at this person here that was being lifted up through the crowd by paramedics or whoever and trying to get him some help. Don't know if the man was passed out or if the man, you know, didn't have too much life left in him. But for him to look at that man and was holding that microphone and was doing some type of that's demon to me. That is evil to me. You cannot tell me. You know, I give people a lot of passes. And there's a lot of things way back in that back crowd he probably didn't see. But that he did see. That he did see. And that's when an artist or whoever it is on that stage, you ain't even got to be doing music. You can be doing some type of seminar or whatever. That's when if you see somebody getting carried out like that, you supposed to halt, stop, and make sure that they got a clear path or see what's going on or have security to see what's going on or have something have to be in place. But to stand there and he looked at like he was going into robot style. You know, he was a robot. And it was like, as he looking at, and to me, I felt like that was chanting. I felt that was chanting, and that's evil chant. Okay? It was, and then it's after that, he slowly turns like a robot, you know, like, what the hell is going on here? You know? So, I have a problem with that, you know, and it's a lot of people that has a problem with that. They're talking about it, and they just didn't, something just don't sit right with that type of thing going on right there. It just don't sit right, family. I'm sorry. It don't sit right at all. Now, let's go to, I'm going to show y'all the people, the girl and a guy who was trying to alert everybody that, hey, stop the concert. Now, this is the girl and a guy who went up on to the cameraman, up on the stand. They climbed way up where the cameraman was, and they was trying to tell the cameraman, hey, tell Travis to stop the show because people are dying down there. They're hurt, you know? So, let's see that. I don't know why it's okay. Let me show y'all that right there. But it's going to be quick. It's no sound to it. But you will see that they was trying to get him. Hold on, family. I'm trying to get this thing. Right. Okay. Here it goes. Okay. So I'm trying to make sure that. Okay. So here it go. You got this chick here. You would see. Let me rewind it so y'all can see it better. Okay. This is her. You can see she's telling the cameraman, hey, look, people are dying. And you can see another guy. You see the cameraman trying to tell him to get on out the way or whatever. But she was trying to tell him that, hey, look, she climbed all the way up there. And let me let y'all see that one more time. She was climbing all the way up there and she's saying, hey, look, these people are dying. What the hell? Stop the show. This and that. And he's like, I can't or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you had a lot of that going on. You know, and so family, I'm just saying, it's just pathetic. Okay? So now I'm going to let y'all listen to what this police officer said. And then I'm going to close it out. I just wanted to tell y'all about this story. This is the police officer.
And everybody in our investigation and find out, because it's not fair to the producers, to anybody else involved, until we determine what happened, what caused the surge. We don't know, but we will find out. And is there anything criminal? We've heard rumors of people injecting some people of drugs. So I want to check all that out. We're open up for questions.
Okay. So now, y'all, I'm going to let y'all hear. Y'all heard the detective? And he was saying that, you know, he's going to find out what was going on or whatever. But this is the guy. I'm finna let y'all listen to the guy who he was at this concert. And this is what he described. What he went through while he was there. Okay? So we're going to listen to him right quick. And y'all you have to listen to everything he said so you can understand and picture what this man was saying and how it was.
Travis Scott is about to hit the stage. All right. This is Travis Scott is about to hit the stage. All right. Something in my mind told me don't get in the crowd due to the fact of what happened to me earlier that day, you know what I'm saying, with the whole Master P, you know, audience and whatnot. So look, Travis Scott about to perform. It's probably like 100,000 plus people, you know, everywhere, you know what I'm saying, just standing around in the barricades, you know what I'm saying. So it wasn't as bad, but something told me don't stand in the barricade. I sat on the side, you see what I'm saying. I went all the way to like the end of the line. And I was like right there on the barricade, but I sat like, you know, like took a seat on it so I wouldn't be in the crowd like that. But I kid y'all not, bro. As soon as Travis Scott started, like as soon as he started, like all the flame, the fire, the fucking like the Phoenix and all that shit, and then he popped out, started going crazy, and like I'm telling you, as soon as he started going crazy, like the whole crowd started raging and shit. Everybody just screaming, help, help, help. Mind you, I'm sitting on top of the fence, so I'm looking down on everybody and I'm seeing all this shit happening, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers reaching and they crying. I'm trying to pull people out. So look, in the middle, it's a VIP section, like different celebrities and people who pay like thousands of dollars to sit in the VIP section. Mind you, I'm pulling people out and I'm trying to pull them into that VIP section. That's where like people was pulling people in so they can breathe. So the people in the damn VIP section, they getting mad, talking about why the fuck you pulling people over here in our section. I'm like, man, fuck that shit, bro. These people about to lose their motherfucking lives, you know what I'm saying? So I pull out this one boy. This boy, he probably like 14 years old. This is a little bitty teenager, bro. This one lady, I kid you not, in the fucking VIP section, literally put her hands on this boy and the soldier, this boy started hitting him like, didn't I tell y'all don't jump the fuck over? So I end up screaming like, bitch, who the fuck is you to tell somebody what the fuck they can do? Like, bitch, this ain't your motherfucking concert, bitch. Don't nobody give a fuck about what motherfucking ticket you paid for. Like, these people need some fucking help. So I'm helping people, I'm pulling people out. And like, it just felt like we was like literally like in fucking hell, bro. Like, it felt like we was in a concert in hell. You couldn't breathe, you couldn't see. Like, just imagine all the people they're gonna find tonight who was in that crowd, who nobody see who nobody could hear, who passed out, and everybody was just trampling on top of them the whole fucking concert. Like, I'm thinking it's probably gonna be like at least 100 people who dead tonight. Like, I kid you not. Like, in the VIP section, it was so many bodies laid out. People was getting pulled out who was fainting, and the medics were trying to give them CPR, and they was flipping them over, and like they was literally turning them black and blue. Like I never seen death in my fucking life, bro. Just by me alone, it was probably like 10 fucking people laid out dead. And like once the medics tried to help them, they wasn't responding. They moved to the next person. It was nothing they could have do. Like this shit really fucked me up and like really spooked me tonight. Like that was like some demonic shit. Like, and what was so crazy, like people were screaming help, trying to tell Travis Scott. They was like help. The whole crowd was just going like help, help, help. And he just kept going, bro. It was like, that shit was scary, bro. It was so demonic, bro. And mind you, y'all see the type of music I make. Y'all see everything, like, you know, like, I've been so heavily influenced by Travis, but, like, after tonight, bro, like, God really showed me, like, you know, like, stay away from that shit, bro. Like, that shit not for you, because, like, he sacrificed so many people's lives tonight, like, for real. Like, so many people's lives are gone tonight because they want to go to a fucking Travis Scott concert and have fun. You know, he influenced people to be raging and all this shit. So many people broke in, and it was just chaos, bro. It was a living fucking hell, bro. Imagine seeing all those dead bodies, and that was just by me. And the shit got so bad, I was sitting on top of the gate. I was pulling so many people in, helping so many fucking people, and people was just screaming, crying, trying to ask for my help. I got so overwhelmed, I jumped down and I ran out that bitch and I left, bro. Like, this shit really happened tonight. And a lot of people, they, you know, hearing this shit, but like, watch tomorrow, y'all gonna see this shit was no fucking joke. Like, this shit really happened. So many people got injured, so many people died. That shit was so fucking wicked. Like, it was so wicked, bro. Like, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, put nothing on Travis Scott and call him Illuminati, call him no devil worship, but that what the fuck it was, bro. We really went to a concert in hell, bro. You couldn't breathe. I'm talking about everybody was so crushed up on you. It was like literally no room for you to lift your chest up and breathe. Like, you couldn't move. You couldn't fucking breathe, bro. Just by the good fucking grace of God, I was in the front, so they helped me out. But I knew, and I even told people at nighttime, I said, bro, once the sun go down and the main stage open up, I said, bro, do not go to that fucking, the middle of that fucking crowd, because at nighttime, nobody will be able to hear you, nobody will be able to see you. Something bad gonna happen, bro, and exactly like that, a lot of bad shit happened. A lot of people lost their lives, a lot of people got hurt. So, any parents watching this shit, I would advise you to not send your motherfucking kids to no fucking Astro Fest. Let their ass stay at home. That shit was not fun. It was scary as fuck. Like, don't go. And if that bitch still is open tomorrow, don't send your kids. I really hope this shit get canceled. I know tomorrow this shit gonna be on the news for sure. But shit, that's all I gotta say, bro.
Okay, y'all. So y'all can hear the passion in that brother. He had just left at that time the concert or whatever, and he was shooken up. He was scared. What he seen, what he witnessed, what he was next to, how he was feeling. You can hear his passion. You can hear that he was terrified. He was terrified as hell too. You know, and this is, so many of these teens and stuff are coming out and they're saying this is how it was. So parents, you know, please pay attention to the music that your kids are listening to. Pay attention to how they're acting. I mean, because the way this was is not normal. And yes, there are plenty other concerts. Boy, back in the day in the 70s, they had the hippies concerts and they had the R&B concerts. They, you know, you're going to have that crowd, the rush crowd and this and that. But this is not normal. Not the way this is. And you know, people might say, yeah, well, this type of stuff happened at the concerts all the time. It's time to put a cease to it. It's time to put a cease to it. Or have the security, have the lanes, have it blocked off, have it sectioned off, have it all that. See, people want our kids' money and they want our money, but they're not putting in the work to make sure that their fans and our kids and that we are safe. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, That didn't make no sense right there. And for that savage person and persons, it might be more than one, that was injecting people with needles. I'm going to tell you this right now, family. Everybody get on alert. I really wanted to do this so everybody will know what is starting to go on. I don't know if this is a one-time thing or this is going to start to be a trend in all crowds, not just no concert, like parades and all that stuff right here. I'm going to tell you right now, down here on the Gulf Coast, we have the Mardi Gras. We have the Mardi Gras in Louisiana and New Orleans, and then we have the Mardi Gras also in Mobile, Alabama. They both cities, New Orleans and Mobile, Alabama, they jump hard for Mardi Gras. They floats out, they parade out, they party out. And let me tell you right now, before this savage, I don't know if they done caught this savage or not, but I'm going to tell you right now, people, please be on alert in all states. But especially these right here on the Gulf Coast, because this was in Texas, which is on the Gulf Coast. So, if somebody's over there injecting people with some type of drugs or something and going through the crowd, injecting people, then we all on the Gulf Coast need to be aware of this type person. You know? And so, I'm going to tell you right now, if they ain't caught, I'm going to tell you right now, whoever doing this, I'm going to tell you, don't even think about no copycats to these messed up in the mind, head folks and all that stuff right there. Don't even think about trying to start no trend, be a copycat and all that stuff. I'm going to tell you right now, if you go down to New Orleans with that bullshit, or come down in Mobile, Alabama doing our Mardi Gras and start trying to do that, we going to put it down on you. I'm telling you right now, so the Gulf Coast, these areas, be alert. Be alert and see, we have plenty of security down here on our end, and I know they probably have it in Houston too, but it looked like somebody dropped the ball. But look here, people, everybody, when you're going out and you're going to parades and you're going to concerts, even if you in a tight-ass club or something, hey, you better start looking at the people around you, behind you, stay alert, because this is what we ain't gonna do. Start no trend with somebody going through crowds, injecting folks with some type of drugs and shit. You don't know what nobody got. It could have been AIDS in that needle. It could have been drugs in that needle. You don't know what could have been in that needle. And then even if it wasn't that in the needle, you injecting different people, you don't know what different people have, and they going around the club sticking and injecting people. Oh, hell no. We not even finna start that. People stay alert. And I'm going to tell you right now, yeah, if you see it or you see somebody look like they up to no good or look like they finna do something like that, you get the police. But I'm going to tell you right now, some of them might not make it to the police, because I'm going to tell you right now, that we ain't going to do. So everybody be alert on that. Be alert on that. I'm telling you right now. So don't even try no copycats. And for the one who ain't caught and did that, I sure hope they catch them and throw them up under the jail for life. Because that is some dangerous stuff. Who thinks of something like that, to go around injecting people with something in the middle of a crowd? It could be anywhere. People could be on the beach having, like they have beach concerts and beach parties and things like that. Beach events, they have boat events and fishing events, and somebody coming through the crowd injecting people with a needle? Come on now. Oh no, that's something we ain't gonna do. So everybody be on alert. All police officers need to be on alert. Security guard, beef up some stuff. Because I'm going to tell you right now, whoever it is, you better not come down here down our Mardi Gras trying to tank our Mardi Gras and trying to stink up the joint when we trying to have Mardi Gras and stuff, because we going to do something to you. I ain't promoting violence. I'm trying to stop violence from happening. I'm trying to tell people, don't put that damn shit up. Don't even think about it. No copycat. No none of that. Just stop it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the shit ain't going to turn out right for you now. You go to, I'm telling you right now. So parents, talk to your kids, huh? Talk to your kids. Talk to your kids about the behavior that we just saw, how they are trampling over each other, have no compassion for each other. And you seen some trying to help their friends or something, and some didn't give a damn. They was still stomping on people, running all people, pushing people, knocking people over, didn't care nothing about what the police say. But then if the police had to put their hand on them, then everybody want to say police brutality. Come on now, we got to talk to our kids. Did you see how these kids was acting? And ain't no say, I tell everybody all the time, don't be saying, oh, I don't have to talk to mine because mine ain't like that. You don't know what these kids do. Because I'm quite sure there was a lot of parents looking at that video that we just seen with them trampling over. They didn't pay for nothing, didn't give no ticket. They bum rushed the joint. I'm quite sure it was some parents looking, thinking that their child wouldn't have done that, but then they saw their child on that news doing that. So we got to stop being naive about our child ain't going to do that. We got to pay close attention. Sit down and talk to our kids' parents. Sit down, because that don't make no sense right there. Our kids are lost. Look at that, right? We talking about 50,000 to 100,000 kids. You know how many kids that is acting like this? That means there's 100,000 parents somewhere that needs to be getting on the ball with their kids and with their teenagers. That's what it means. That's what it means. And why is it that we are just, are we scared of as parents, are we scared of the kids? What's going on? You know, because acting like this, a lot of those kids could have went to jail, but didn't go to jail. You know, they didn't really, you seen them on the horses telling them to get back, but you didn't see them really grabbing none of them, putting them in handcuffs or none of that like that. They just let them go wild. But that is the point where they should have just canceled the whole thing. Because if it was that bad in the daytime, you already knew that nighttime was going to bring something awful. So, parents, let's just talk to our kids, you know, and watch what your kids are listening to, watch what we are listening to, and all that, you know, because that whole scenery right there was straight evil. It gave evil atmosphere. It gave a demonic atmosphere. It just, everything about it felt so evil, even by watching it. And then you hear some of the teenagers and young adults who was there, that they, listening to how they say things was, it was something that's not normal. It's not normal. It's not normal. So people, we got to get on the ball and talk to our kids and make sure that when our kids go places, they do not act like this. We have to put a stop to it. I don't give a damn if this been going on. Well, that's what they do at concerts. No, we need to stop that. Because everybody's life is valuable. And like we say, prayers goes out to these families that lost loved ones. But everybody's life is valuable. And this don't make no sense. And we have to hold accountable to people who are throwing things like this and being too damn cheap to buy security and extra security and a lot of security, and being too damn cheap to section some shit off, and being too damn cheap to make sure that everybody, when they get there, they come alive and they leave alive. They come with breath in their body and they leave with breath in their body. That don't make no sense. Can you imagine sending your child to a concert and this is the news you get, that they're not coming because of something like this? Come on now. And it's grown people that go to concerts and blues fest and R&B fest and all that stuff. We all have to watch how we act, what we doing, and think about the next man around you. But that place was too damn packed. It shouldn't have been that packed. For the little bit of whatever they had going on, it shouldn't have been that packed. The crowd was bigger than the security. The crowd was bigger than the crowd just took over the joint. They just stanked up the joint round now. That's all I got to say about that. Please talk to your kids. Please talk to your kids. That didn't make no sense. Gain knowledge to prevent blockage. And we all know what that means. The more you know, the harder it is for anybody to block y'all from y'all goals and success. Bye-bye.